1-minute introduction. Let's go ahead and start with Jeff Smith.
Hi, my name is Jeff Smith, and I'm running for re-election. I am your county recorder, and I've been in that position for one term. I'm starting my 4th year. I started in the county when I was in 1990 as a mapper, kind of at the bottom of the food chain. Worked my way up and became the mapping supervisor in 1996 and recorder in 2010. I have almost 18 years leadership ability in that office. A little bit about what our offices do. There's 2 types of people out there with you guys and the delegates. Those of you with the opportunity to use our office, and those of you that haven't had the privilege to use our office. We're a unique office, so what we do is we keep track of all the land documents that are recorded against real property, your biggest asset. We do that well. We're a leader in the industry in what we do. Other counties look to us for what we do because we do it so well. It was started years ago, and we just perfect it, and I continue to perfect it and make it a better place to work. What my qualifications are: I come from a land surveying background. I worked 15 years in the public, private, and federal sector.
That's 1 minute.
Oh, sorry. Okay, 15 years.
Make it 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
I may have misspoke, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You still have another minute.
Thank you. Good joke. No, just kidding. I had 15 years in the public, private, and federal sectors doing land surveying. I went to trade tech, which a lot of younger people don't realize that was a school back then. I studied land surveying and drafting and design. Them aspects in that education is what we use in our office. We use the same principles in mathematics as a land surveyor would. I talk the language. I know the language. I know the land surveyors, and I know the title companies. I know a lot of the businessmen that use our office, and they refer me to their friends who are public, and they refer me to friends. I'm busy all day talking to these people and helping these people out. I'm very initiative in our office. We save money. We brokered a deal with Family Search last year. It took us about 8 months to do. They're actually digitizing a lot of our records. It would have cost us $15,000 to get that done. The deal we brokered is we get a color copy and a grayscale copy for free. That was a 10-month negotiation that they said no attorney's office or recorder has ever gotten from them, and they have thousands of these sites throughout the world. Remember, experience does matter. I'm Jeff Smith for County Recorder.
Raphael Millet, running for County Recorder. I love this county. I love the people here. I was born in Provo, lived in Orem, went to school in Orem, went to school in Salem. I've lived in Spanish Fork for the past 10 or 12 years, and now I live in Payson. I've been a ledge district officer in Spanish Fork. I was the education officer there, as well as the ledge interim vice chair. I've been a delegate. I know what it takes to come out to these things and to go and ask the pointed questions where you can learn and see why the people are running. I love to serve. I've been active in Kiwanis in Spanish Fork. We do lots of charity work. I love the people of Utah County. That's why I'm running. I'm the analyst in the recorder's office. I have been there 17 years. I have a master's degree in public administration from the University of Utah. I also have a bachelor's degree from Brigham Young University in planning and resource management. I care deeply about efficiency. I care about efficient county government. I know that I can make changes in the office that can streamline processes, make things run smoother. I love the people in our office, and I want to see improvements there. And I have the ideas, the vision, the leadership, the education, and I will be accountable for the things that I do. And I will get the tax rolls to the assessor on time. I promise to do these things. I will also make things more accessible. I'm a man of integrity. I will treat everyone equally, no matter what, when you come into our office. I don't care if you have a business, if you are the richest person or the poorest person. I will treat you equally with dignity, with respect, and I will give you what you need, the answers, and send you on your way to where you need to go. I care deeply about what needs to happen with our government here, that we can get things to the assessor in a timely manner, and I promise to do those things. Thank you, and vote for Raphael Millet.
Two different questions of each of you. You mentioned that there needs to be changes in the office. For 1 minute, can you specify what those changes need to be, in your opinion?
Yes, the changes in the office that I see that need to be made are those of efficiency. We do things in triplicate and redundancy, and we've been doing them for years. The previous county recorder, Randy Covington, had the vision to make the migration totally to digital. And those things were working. Of course, there were cutbacks in staff, but still, we are doing things in triplicate. We are drawing maps digitally, and we draw them on linens and mylar, and then on paper, and make all those changes, again, on those things. I know that we can eliminate certain pieces of software and bring in optical character recognition software, that instead of 10 keying in long legal descriptions, we can make those things efficient, thereby by getting things to the assessor in a timely manner so he can go out and evaluate properties and get those things where people can have the proper information. We can get things there quickly to our people that use our website. So they'll have efficient information when they make choices to sell or buy property.
I'd like to answer some of those questions about getting the tax rolls to the assessor's office on time. In my 24 years, that's never been done. Will it ever be done? Probably not. We have 15 days after the first year to do that. This year, we were 10 days late. We had a mapper that was slow. We threw some people at him. He continued that. We got it all done. That 10 days was the fastest that has ever been done. The last 2 years, we were 2 weeks. The year before that, we were almost 3 weeks. I think what we do it very well, and you can talk to the assessor and ask him that. As far as the digital mapping, we've been working on a program for about 2 years. We're not going to throw something out there that doesn't work. We work with our computer department very closely. I meet with them once a month, our mapping supervisor, myself, and our GIS specialist. We're working on a program now where we can get rid of the mapping, the paper copies, because that we are doing things that maybe we can be more efficient at. Hope to have that done within 8 to 10 months. It's a process that takes time, and we don't want to buy new equipment. We don't want to buy new programs. We want to use what we have, and we want to use the resources which are available to us.
He was rebutting your
Okay.
Okay. So, Jeff, you said that experience matters. So, what is some of that experience that you feel like has allowed you to succeed as a reporter?
Thank you. The experience that I talk about is my land surveying experience. A lot of the mathematic problems, a lot of the equations, a lot of things that we do with the mapping program deal with this experience that I have. I worked in the land surveying field for 15 years. I used to go down to our recorder's office back when it was in the county courthouse. We would have to pull the deeds. We'd have to pull all the documents pertinent to do that survey. It would usually take about 3 or 4 hours. What that did is that was time that was spent to the client. Now that same surveyor can pull all the documents in about 45 minutes to an hour. We've saved the public money by going online, which is a free website. I think my qualifications, my knowledge, the way that I can talk to the surveyors, the way I can talk to title companies and the public that come in that have no idea what we do or how we do it, I usually can make them understand, okay, paper doesn't always match on the ground, but here's how we can make it better. Talk to a title company, talk to a surveyor. The things we do matter. Our free website is something I'm very proud of, and I think my experience helps that to be that way. I know what we need out there, and I help our programmers make sure that that's what stays there.
Experience does matter, and the reason why our office has been so good is because of the ideas of the previous county recorder, Randy Covington, and all the things that he would do and implement and go to different states, go to different counties, and he would look at all these things and he implemented them. He's the one that brought in and made sure that we've had a free website and all the things that are so wonderful without the county. I have the experience that is necessary to improve upon those things, and I have the vision that I can do those things. I have the ideas. I have a background in information systems. I've been an information systems specialist. I am a self-described geek. I look for ideas. I look for innovation. I look for things that are beyond just what is here. I am willing to make those choices, to go and be involved on state levels, outside the state, to research what is best, what is happening, take those things and incorporate the ideas in the community, in the office and without the office, outside of it, as well as inside. Listen to those ideas, take them, and make things better. And I have a vision to do that. And I know that I can streamline the processes and make things so much more efficient in the office. And I can eliminate wasteful spending, and I can make all of our portion of our office run better.
To talk about traveling, our budget is very limited. I don't travel because it costs money. I use that money and we buy chairs for our employees. We buy more instruments that we need to work. I go to 2 conventions a year sponsored by Utah Association of Government, UAC. They're held in April and then again in November. That's all I go to. But I do meet, usually every other month, we meet with the Recorders Association during this legislative session. We met quite often because there was a lot of bills up there we didn't like. Cemetery bills, some other things. So, there is a reason why you don't go to all these things, because we're saving money. We're a very frugal office.
You want to read that? Yeah. This would be the last speech for the reporters.
I am a very frugal person, and I would not look to use your money to spend to go to frivolous meetings. That is not what I'm about. I'm about innovation. So if there are things that need to be happened to increase and do better with data standards, to get ideas without, outside the county, outside the state, and to train other counties and innovate, I'm about those things. And I know that that will help our county, help us save more money and be more efficient.
We'll give them each a 15-second wrap-up.
This is the first time the Recorders debated, because really, who wants to hear us talk? We do a job and we do a service, and our office does it great. Our employees are some of the best around. I couldn't work with better employees. We have an atmosphere down there that is one of a unique atmosphere. We have ladies that decorate out of their own pocket for each holiday, so people come in here, they laugh, they have a good time, and they get the information they need. Just remember, our office, we have fun and we do our job very well.
I love our office. I've been there 17 years. I thought I was only going to be there for 2 years, but I love the people of the county and the office so much that I want to make a difference, and that's why I'm there. I love our employees. I get along with each employee so well. They're so bright. They're wonderful people, and I know that so much can be done to utilize their skills, talents, and resources in improving things and taking their ideas.